Do you understand how dark it is? How far down the line we are? How late it is?
Paul Dorneanu joining us from Europe, who was at Bilderberg 2009. He shot some of the great video of the secret police following cameramen and reporters at the 2007 Bilderberg group meeting in Istanbul, Turkey. He got detained, saw many others arrested. He'll give us the latest on what happened over the weekend. And tomorrow we're going to have Charlie Skelton on, who was detained again, got in a physical altercation, got roughed up by these people, and was basically driven from the country. So that's coming up. Then next hour, I'm going to have Aaron Dykes in studio. David Gergen and others, Republicans as well, are involved in this AmeriCorps Citizen Army. And put up on screen the image of the uniform. It is a red and black. It's a red uniform trimmed in black with fascistic khaki brown shirts. And they're marching and doing military drills in this video. Hundreds and hundreds of them. And they have tens of thousands nationwide. They want millions. And they say, this is our uniform. This is what we wear. And so they admit it is with Homeland Security, and they are spies. They admit, Kurt Nimmo wrote a story about it. He links to their own documents. They are spies. So that is coming up later in the next hour, and how it ties into bill in Congress would ban gun ownership at will. And this is what the legislation that Rahm Emanuel swore to introduce. We have the video posted right there so you can see it. And this will allow them secretly to ban any gun ownership they want, and then you can't challenge it. There's no court. You don't even know why you're on it. I mean, this is the hallmark, the bedrock of tyranny. So a detailed report and how that ties into the Cyberbullying Act, restrict free speech, how it ties in to worldwide, how you'll have these tracking lists and not be able to travel, have a job, you name it, in the future. Let's go to Paul Dorneanu, who, again, did work for us on the film Endgame. And he has pretty good English, better English than I have Romanian. And he again, this is his second Bilderberg that he's traveled to, and we really appreciate his courage. This year, it was reported by Jim Tucker, the worst security ever. 2.5 miles away, they were arresting people, detaining people, secret police following everybody. Tucker said it was the worst he ever saw. Also, Charlie Skelton of The Guardian got arrested twice, detained another time, got roughed up by security. That's now headlines, the London Guardian. And he went there like this was all a big joke. But it's not a big joke now. He kind of had an awakening. And then, so we'll be going over that. Mr. Dorneanu, thank you for joining us.
Hello, Alex.
Good to have you on. Where are you now on the road?
Actually, I'm at my home. I arrived this morning. It was a straight drive.
So you're not that far from Greece. How long did it take you to get back to where you're from in Romania?
About 15 hours.
Okay. Okay, well, start at the beginning. I'm going to try to just sit back and have you break it down. What did you see? Okay. When did you arrive? What did you witness? What happened to you?
Well, I arrived for the evening with a friend of mine to help me with the footage. His name is Florian. Last name is Serbu. And basically what we noticed there from the beginning, and I have to agree completely with Jim Tucker, is that the security was worse than I've seen in 2007 in Istanbul, and what I've seen other times from other reports. Basically, the police, I think the police took the job to secure the place, and the army, the Greek army. I haven't seen very much of special forces like I've seen before from maybe U.S. military or something like that. But from the pictures I took, we could observe, for example, military on fast boats with guns, heavy guns, Greek military navy on the sea that was patrolling around the hotel, police helicopter surveilling the area. When we arrived, basically it was very animated, and police cars, police bikes were coming and going everywhere. The traffic was restricted. So we basically went ahead and tried to see what's going on, do reconnaissance first. And that's when we observed the pictures of the helicopter. That was the first day, and we didn't. We later have seen a few limo, black cars with black windows that were escorted by police, and I haven't.
Was
seen
this
that
last Wednesday?
Thursday, actually.
Okay, Thursday. So the first real day it kicks off. When did you start seeing them detain people? And then we heard there were some demonstrations that looked staged by the communists and the nationalists. Please continue.
Well, my second day there, which is Friday 15, I was walking on the road, walking towards the Astor Palace Hotel, and I met this guy, this Greek guy, Kotis, his name, and he told us, guys, you know, that they are arresting, detaining people with cameras. And I said, well, I haven't heard that before. So we took a walk, and we managed to take a picture of the hotel where two people were standing in the balcony. And I wanted to change the lenses and get a bigger lens, zoom lens, to get a closer picture with them. And as soon as I put my backpack on the ground, a few police cars and motorcycles arrived and started asking questions. That's when we started getting that footage. I don't know if you've seen it. Basically we were surrounded by cops, and they started telling us that we cannot take pictures to the hotel.
Now they advertise, Paul, and then we'll continue with the story. They advertise Greece as if it's part of the European Union. It's supposedly free. But clearly Bilderberg gave the order to stop any photos because they're tired of us showing the Queen of the Netherlands and David Rockefeller and British royalty and others being there. So, I mean, clearly this sounds like Soviet Russia during the 1980s. Please continue.
Exactly. Well, I've even talked personally to some of the cops in civilian or regular cops, and basically what they told us is that, first of all, they were very friendly to us. Only some security people there were very, very angry, and they were giving orders. They had radio stations, all of them, and they were saying through the radio to, take those guys, something like that. But
so you saw private security people, or what looked like plain clothes. Private security may have been telling the police to be rougher with you?
Exactly. Even when Richard Turbin from Ireland was arrested, basically he took a picture of such a man, and then that man ordered the police to get him.
Okay, so clearly the Bilderberg security then was giving orders to the police, and that's what we've heard from everybody, that the police didn't really like violating the press's rights, but were clearly under orders from higher up to do this. And so go back over the gentleman from Ireland, because we're going to be doing a story on this, Mr. Dorneanu, as you know, for PrisonPlanet.com, which has been the global leader. If you click under Google News, where we're getting more hits right now in The Guardian and the New York Times and others that have been in the Wall Street Journal that have been reporting on this. So it's important to get all the facts. So specifically, you're confirming Bilderberg was ordering people have their videotapes, their photos stolen. That allows civil action now against the private Bilderberg group based out of a private corporate office in the Netherlands. So please continue.
Exactly. I myself was detained 2 times. Actually, second time was worse than the first time. The first time we got detained, me and my friend and that Greek guy, we were detained for about an hour. During that time, they probably ran some checks on us at the police station and then let us free. They didn't check our cameras or whatever we recorded. Now, the second time was worse because it was yesterday when Bilderbergers started to leave, and my friends started taking pictures with limos, and basically they were all together in that park near the police barricade, and they were friendly with us, and suddenly it seems that this police guy in civilian, dressed regularly like the normal people, got radioed and got very angry because he was told to basically take us.